On day 1, I spawned in as a baby nuclear shark. Nuclear waste was being dropped all throughout my home, infecting me and my family.
Welcome, son. It's not much, but it's our home.
Suddenly, the ocean floors around us began to explode upward, sending my family into a panic. There, storming in from the chaos, was the Dreadful Drowned. Mom, what's going on?
More nuclear waste! You are not welcome in our ocean! Destroy all of it! Even these mutated freaks!
The Drowned all swam throughout and began to destroy everything they could, even my family.
Son, they're destroying our home. We need to leave now.
They're trying to escape! Stop them!
On day 2, we left our only home, trying to find a place to hide. The Drowned were not giving up though, and it wasn't long until we were cut off by a shoreline.
Son, leave now. I'll hold them off.
No!
Listen, these Drowned want to destroy us for being different. They are wrong. We deserve a home too, and it's the ocean.
All the Drowned were closing in as my mother pushed me into hiding.
Show them, my boy. Show them this ocean's our home too.
She was captured and I knew I had to go. No, those Drowned are evil. I'll show them they messed with the wrong shark. Yeah! I looked over, only to see a fisherman standing on top of a dock.
You're in my fishing water, freak! Get lost!
Ow! Because I was hit, my vision started to turn green, and I couldn't control myself. I lashed out at the fisherman and began to unleash nuclear explosions straight at him.
Brr! What kind of shark is that?
The fisherman began to run away, but I chased after him. That waste must have given me powers. Rah! I was following after him until reaching a beachside. There, waiting, was backup. Before I could charge in, my vision returned, and I felt weaker than ever.
Ah! You just made a big mistake, freak! Capture him! We just found ourselves new bait!
On day 3, I was thrown into a tank. I looked around and saw I was on some sort of dock with shops all around. Get your fish here, they are super duper tasty. What is that thing? It's hideous. Hey, let me out of here.
Don't worry, you're not alone.
Huh? I turned around to see a strange nuclear fish trapped as well.
Welcome to the Fisherman's Docks, a place where we are used for food.
What? I gotta get out of here. My mom's counting on me. I angrily broke open my tank and began to hop throughout the docks, looking for the nearest exit. Just stay calm. But my nuclear senses were triggered. I looked over and saw a nuclear coral on one of the stands. Whoa, I have to take it. That disgusting shark broke out. Ah! All the villagers around began to panic, and some even jumped off the dock. I'm too beautiful to die! In the midst of everything, I hopped over to the nuclear coral and collected it. Because of this, I had upgraded into a larger nuclear shark. I gained 5 more hearts, and my nuclear senses had amplified. Whoa! Was that coral connected to me? On day 4, the fisherman who captured me before returned.
This little fish is annoying!
Time to take it down!
They charged in with their weapons, but in my new form, I was able to nuclear bite my enemies.
Ouch, my hand! What the?
They tried their best, but they didn't stand a chance. Yeah, run away! With my victory, I was hopping towards the nearest exit when...
Hey, come on, don't forget about me.
No, you're lucky I'm not eating you.
Hey, we're both nuclear creatures. I know what you are looking for. If you release me, I'll show you.
Huh. Curious, I let the fish out of the tank and followed him through the ocean. It wasn't long until the two of us arrived at an abandoned nuclear factory. There was waste spilling everywhere, flowing into the ocean.
People up here caused all of this. It infected our home. It created us. Created monsters.
No, we aren't monsters. We deserve a life like everyone else. We both looked into the water and saw just how green it was.
I heard this waste spread out and changed 6 different coral reefs to be nuclear, like the one you just collected.
Maybe that's how I stopped the Drowned. I need to find the other 5. On day 5, I decided to build a new home at the nuclear shores. I cleaned up the factory from spilling into the ocean, so no other creatures had to face what I was. And after, I made sure to collect more than enough materials to make my new home suit for a real nuclear shark. Perfect. From there, I looked over to see the fish had made himself a home underwater as well.
You saved me! I'm so sticking by your side. By the way, they call me Finn.
Nice to meet you, Finn. With that, I went out to search for food for our home. Before I could find something though, what the? I turned to see a small dolphin. What are you doing?
The drowned! They're looking for me!
Huh? Hey, wait up! I chased after the tiny dolphin, but she wasn't listening to me at all.
Stay away from me, you monster!
Hey! It wasn't long though until the dolphin was killed right in front of me. I looked to find myself in the middle of a destroyed nuclear sea town, and in it looting were the deadly drowned.
All right, the waste here should all be clearing out.
Good. It's time to move on to the next. And any creature that stands in our way like that dolphin, you can kill too.
The drowned left. So this is what they do? Just go through the ocean and kill any creature that stands in their way? I have to stop them. I swam after where they headed until making it to the shoreline of a desert. Great, I lost them.
Whoa, you're a nuclear creature, huh?
What the? You know who I am?
Yeah, my people found a coral that looks just like you. Anyways, bye!
With that, the scorpion went through the desert. Wait, you have a coral reef? Get back here! I chased after him, following the river, until reaching a desert outpost.
You brought this thing here?
He followed me!
I looked over and saw that here in the outpost was another nuclear coral. Another one! I was about to swim over and take it, but was launched aside by a few scorpions. Hey, give me that coral! The scorpion leader stepped in front of it.
This is ours. We have found it. And since then, it has been used to protect our home from the nasty drowned.
They hurt you too? Look, I needed to stop them, okay? The scorpion signaled me, and I followed him until arriving at a strange course. What is this?
You think you have what it takes to stop them? Fine. Then prove it!
On day 7, scorpions all lined up throughout the course. What kind of challenge is this?
Us scorpions take our challenges very seriously. Begin!
I began to partake in his obstacle course. In it were very deadly traps, and if I fell, it would lead right into lava. Whoa, I gotta be careful.
Take this, you loser!
Yeah, walk much?
Scorpions to the left and right of me were shooting out poison, trying to take me down. Yeah! I was out of my comfort zone, hopping from platform to platform out of the water. But thankfully, with one last jump, I was able to make it to the end. Haha, I did it!
Huh. Very well, scary-looking monster. You've completed our deadly task. Come with me.
I went back to the scorpion's main desert outpost, but something was wrong. It was destroyed, and there, standing at another one, was a pirate drowned.
I work for the Dreadful Drowed, and when I bring this waste back to them, I'll be rewarded.
He picked up the coral and ran away. No, stop! I hopped after him through the desert, and it wasn't long until I arrived at a strange clearing. No, did I lose him? Just then, the ground shook around me. Oh no, the pirate jumped out and landed in front of me.
Ha ha, little shark. You fell right into me trap.
On day 8, the pirate immediately rushed in to attack. Yeah!
Us drowned know about you. Another nuclear creature trying to live in our ocean. Well, you'll be destroyed, just like all you other polluted creatures.
He stepped back and blasted a nuclear beam my way. What? He's using the coral's power. With this new power, he was incredibly strong and had a huge cannon that would take my hearts down to nothing. Thankfully for me though, I was able to counter with my new nuclear bites. Take this! I did my best, but with the coral's power, I knew I was done for. Until
Arr!
I turned to see that I had backup. The scorpions.
Hey there, dude! You messed with our home? You messed with us!
They charged into battle with me. We were able to outnumber the pirate, and with enough hits, we took him down. Haha, yes! I collected the dropped nuclear coral, and because of this, I upgraded. I now had my very own nuclear wave attacks, and could also now walk on land? Weird, but nice.
Oh, great. Now our home is gone. What now?
I think I have an idea. On days 9 to 10, I brought the scorpions with me back to my base, to the nuclear shores.
This place looks, welcoming. It's better than nothing, I guess.
With that, I went to work and built them up a nice place to stay. I even added tons of desert-themed blocks and cactus to make them feel just at home.
You're a shark, though. Why aren't you trying to, kill us?
Because I know what it's like to have my home taken from me. From there, I went over and placed the 2 corals I had collected down. Because of this, the waste started to grow in size again. Whoa, it's getting stronger? I wonder what'll happen when I find the rest. Just then, a barrage of explosions happened in our home. What happened? I emerged, only to see that our base was invaded by a gang of creepers?
We got him! Oh, really? Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Silence!
Out walking to the shore was the large creeper leader.
So, the nuclear shark is real. Capture them all! Bring them back to the dome!
Wait, what? I watched as the creepers rushed over and began to capture my friends. And in another explosion, I passed out. On days 11 to 12, I awoke in the middle of an ominous dump. Around me were a few of my friends trapped in cages. No!
Finally woke up! I can say that, genius! Why do you always have to yell at me?
Let me out! I nuclear bit out of my cage and began to chase the small creepers in pure rage. You'll pay for taking my friends! I was about to corner them, but a floor gave out underneath me, causing me to fall in a strange hideout.
We don't wish to end you, but us creepers need your help.
My help? Not a chance! I nuclear slashed at the beast and ran in to fight him in pure rage. He was a tough opponent and had large explosions to his defense. We were evenly matched.
Wait!
What? He threw down a mysterious map on the ground that led straight to a nuclear megalodon maze. What's this?
This is a map that leads to a nuclear coral. And if you want it and your friend's safety, then you'll do exactly what we ask for. Do we have a deal?
I agreed, and the creeper's leader led me out of the dump. It wasn't long until we reached what looked to be a large fisherman society. There, the fishermen from before were back everywhere.
These fishermen here stole something from me, and I want you to be the one to get it back.
On days 13 to 14, I began to stealthily walk through their outposts, avoiding being caught by the fishermen. There's too many of them. If I get caught, I'm done for. I narrowly escaped a farmer and made it inside a loot room. There, at the end, was a mystical-looking charged gunpowder. Whoa, this must be the creeper leader's lost item. Time to claim my prize. I went up and collected it, but as I did,
Break's over. Now it's time to check up on what I was guarding.
hi there.
Alert! Alert! Someone's stealing from us!
I ran out just in time to see fishermen snapping their heads towards me.
Gary, you had one job, man!
I'm sorry!
The fishermen began to rush at me. Oh no! I panicked and accidentally used the gunpowder, causing it to explode out. Creeper minions? Sweet! The backup came in, but the minion was able to use a projectile blast, sending them down to the ground. No wonder he wanted this. The minions vanished, and I quickly left the fisherman outpost in the midst of the destruction.
Yes, I could sense it. You found it.
I did. Here you go. With that, I traded him the gunpowder for the map.
Your friends will be freed as well. You have my word.
On days 15 to 16, I trusted the creeper leader and followed his map. It wasn't long until I arrived back underwater and at the entrance of an ominous-looking temple.
Welcome to the old home of the nuclear megalodon. Do not enter!
The coral has to be here. I need to go inside. I swam inside of the temple, and I saw that the home of the nuclear megalodon was a giant underwater maze. There's no time to waste.
You shouldn't have done that!
I swam through it as fast as I could. In it were lots of different challenges and death traps. Whoa! But I knew I had to keep pushing. Come on, there has to be a faster way I can get through this. Just then, a strange sensation filled within me, and my nuclear senses triggered again. I could see through the maze walls, and there, glowing at the center, was a nuclear coral. There it is! Now, knowing its location, I was able to make the correct turns until arriving at its center. Haha! That was a piece of cake. I was about to swim up to collect my prize when I was blasted back. Ah! There, in front of me, was the spirit of the large, deadly nuclear megalodon.
You have broken into my old home!
You died, and I'm guessing the drowned did it to you. I'm here to take that nuclear coral so I can stop them.
Ah, a noble cause, but an impossible one. Those drowned have claimed even me. What makes me think you can stop them?
By showing you I can be stronger. The nuclear megalodon was angered by my comment and swam in to attack. He was much larger than me and used his deadly nuclear explosions to his advantage. Yeah, I gotta go. I began to swim through another corridor while the nuclear megalodon chased right behind me.
Who's stronger now?
I gotta think of something. I swam around the corner and quickly was able to hide before he spotted me.
I know you're here somewhere. Accept your fate, shark.
I saw above the nuclear megalodon was an unstable roof. There! Using my nuclear slash, I shot out towards it, causing it to collapse over him.
Ah!
Because of this, he was captured, and I won.
Very well. You have what it takes. Collect the coral.
With that, we went back to the center, and I did. Once collected, I upgraded again. I now had 5 more hearts, and the ability to shoot out nuclear explosions at will. This is sick. I proudly made it out of the water, and saw the creeper crew waiting at the shoreline.
Hey, so we kinda accidentally used a supercharged gunpowder and destroyed our entire dump area. You think you could have a place for us to stay?
On days 19 to 21, I made it safely back to base with the creeper crew.
All right, your place is awesome. Know where we can stay?
From there, I took some time to build up the creepers their very own junkyard in the base. Here you go.
Yeah! Come on, boys!
With that, I went over and placed down the nuclear coral next to the others, and the radiation grew stronger. That's the 3rd one. I'm halfway to finding all of them. Hopefully I can in time to stop the drowned. As I said this, I noticed something in the water swimming by.
This coral's gonna be the death of me!
Coral? Wait up! But he just ignored me. I swam behind the crab as he went deeper and deeper into the sea and down into an underwater ravine. This place gives me the creeps. Hey, we shouldn't be down here.
I gotta get home!
Dude, it's not safe. But before I could get his attention, a giant drowned beast ate him whole. Whoa! My scream alerted the beast, who slowly turned towards me. Hi. On days 22 to 26, the drowned beast began to charge towards me. I swam up to the top of the ravine, trying to dodge his massive jaws. Ah! What the? I knew I had to fight back and tried cutting into him with my nuclear slashes, but they barely phased him. This thing is crazy strong. As I said this, the drowned came charging up and was about to swallow me whole. Wait! However, the drowned was knocked back by a powerful blast.
Hurry! That won't stun him for long!
Huh? I turned around to see a large crab swimming above the ravine. You saved me?
Yeah, and did you not hear me? We have to go! Now!
I quickly followed the crab as we swam away from the beast's ravine and hid in a forest of seaweed. What was that guy's deal?
That drowned beast has feasted on my people ever since the Dreadful Drowed found our part of the ocean!
The drowned? Look, do you have a nuclear coral?
You do realize how weird of a question that is, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry, but I need it to stop the Dreadful Drowed.
All right, I'll bring you to it.
On days 27 to 29, the crab led me all the way to his people's sandcastle home. The place was heavily destroyed though, and nearly in ruins. What happened?
The drowned happened. Come along now.
He led me to the center of their home, where they held the next coral. Yes! I went up to grab it, but some of the crabs cut me off. Hey!
I said I would bring you here, but I cannot just simply hand over the coral for free.
But I need this. I can use it to stop the drowned.
We hate the drowned just as much as any other beast, especially that beast. If only we had some way of drawing it out of its den.
Please, I'll do anything.
Anything for the coral, you say?
Yes?
Then I have a perfect idea on how you can earn it. Men, it's time! We finally have the missing piece of our plan.
Oh, you'll regret agreeing to this.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
All you need to do is make the drowned beast chase you all the way back here. Then we can enact our plan. Do we have a deal?
I guess I have no other choice. Deal. On days 30 to 32, I went back to the Drown's Ravine and swam cautiously over it. They called you bloodthirsty, huh? Then maybe this'll draw you out. I shot down the nuclear blast into it and waited, but nothing happened. Why didn't that work? I swam all the way at the bottom of the ravine until... Hey, remember me? Ah! I quickly began to swim as the drowned chased closely behind. I made a break for the seaweed forest to hide and began dodging between all of it to try and cover my escape. Those crabs better keep their end of the deal. But as I said this, the drowned shot out his powers that hit me head on. Ah! His attack didn't hurt that much, but it caused me to glow in the water, revealing my position? Oh, you gotta be kidding me! The beast quickly swam in and attacked me again, and his attack nearly took me out in one hit. Yeah! I gotta get out of here! I quickly swam out of the seaweed forest and made a break for the crab sandcastle. But as I burst out into the opening, not a single crab was in sight? Guys? The drowned beast quickly caught up to me now and was about to take me down. On days 33 to 35, all the crabs came out of hiding.
No!
They all blasted the drowned at once, and their combined attacks were pushing it back and dealing loads of damage.
Finish it, ugly shark!
You got it. I swam in and followed up with my powerful nuclear wave attack to finally take the drowned beast down. Ah, that was a close one. You guys really did have my back.
Of course! We weren't just gonna leave you out to dry. Now go on. You've earned your reward.
Finally! With that, I swam over and collected the nuclear coral, causing me to upgrade again. I gained 5 more hearts and grew into an even stronger nuclear shark. I now had a new nuclear sprint that allowed me to teleport short distances at will. Sick!
Now, what did you say your plan was about the drowned?
Well, why don't I just show you instead of telling you? On days 36 to 39, I made it back to base with the crabs. I got to work building them up a new sandcastle in the base with the blocks I mined from their old home.
Thank you, Fozo. Our old home would never stand up to another attack.
Of course, I want to save all of the ocean creatures with this power. Speaking of, I went over and placed down the next coral, causing more radiation to fill up. Yes, maybe with all of them together, I can use its power. I stood back to admire all my friends and improvements I'd made, and couldn't help but think of my mother. She would love this place. I hope she's okay. Just then, we heard someone nearby whistling. I swam out to the noise and saw a player fishing from his boat.
Oh, I hope I catch some sick loot today.
What do you think you're doing?
Joss up, little fishy. I died recently to a bunch of weird drowned and lost all my stuff. So here I am, fishing for more loot.
I'm not a fishy. Whatever. Did you say drowned?
Oh, chaw, little guy. They were doing some weird stuff by the ocean. They just keep dumping a bunch of poison.
Oh no, I need to stop them then. Could you lead me to them? On days 40 to 44, I swam beside the player as he led me all the way to the horrible sight. The drowns had constructed an entire poison rim, and they were carelessly dumping poison into the ocean. Why would they do this? I thought they cared about the ocean.
Chaw, I don't know. Beats me, little guy. I do know that they're doing it, though, to attract sea creatures.
Really? Well, maybe it's time someone reminded them not to mess with it. Thanks for showing me this, by the way.
Chaw, if you find any loot in the waters, let me know.
Now, how am I gonna do this? I swam up closer to the rig, where I saw that they had 2 main spigots off to the side, pouring a bunch of poison in the water. Because of this, sea creatures were extremely weak, and they were killing them. They're doing this to make finding us polluted creatures easier. I need to destroy those. I quickly swam up to the closest one and unleashed my nuclear wave attack at the base of it. This heavily damaged it, but then some of the drowned took notice.
Hey, it's that stupid shark! Get him!
Their attacks came raining down from above, so I used my new nuclear step ability to teleport to the other side of the spigot and hit it with another attack, destroying it. Yes! Now, on to the other one. On days 45 to 47, I swam over to the second one and was about to destroy it as well when I was blown backwards as I looked up and saw the drown leader.
There you are!
Where's my mom?
Shut up, beast!
The drown leader then started to unload crazy powerful attacks down on me. Ah! I swam around as quickly as I could trying to dodge them, but he was extremely powerful. He's this strong? I don't stand a chance.
There's nothing you can do!
My men could destroy the whole ocean if I wanted them to.
And if you keep resisting, I might do just that! Ha 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 ha!
That's it! I made a break for the nearest spout of poison and was able to use the remaining of my energy to destroy it. Because of this, some of the sea creatures were able to snap out of it and escape.
You idiot!
He rushed in towards me, but I blasted below my feet, launching me in the air. That was close. Landing in the water next to me was a letter from the drowned base. Huh? I picked it up, and it was the coordinates to a boat holding another nuclear coral. I need to go there. Now! On days 48 to 52, I followed the note's coordinates to one of the drowned large ships. They really have a lot of bases. I noticed only 3 guards on the deck. This should be easy.
What was that? Quit your worrying. No one's ever gonna get on this boat. We are completely... What the? Kill it!
2 of them began to rush in using their weapons to try and take me down. But I was much stronger now and used my nuclear bite to take them down first. Take that!
Hey! Let's not be hasty here. I was just about to show you the loot room. That's why you're here, right?
Right, show me. The drown led me under the deck and to the treasury doors. He flipped a switch, opening them for me, where I saw the nuclear coral was here, along with my mom. Mom!
Go on. I won't stop you.
I ran in, but as I did...
My boy, no! It's a trap!
Huh? I turned around to see the drowned flipped another switch.
Stupid fish.
The doors slammed shut as electricity started to spark around the room. Oh no! On days 53 to 56, I started to run down the room to my mom when more and more of the lightning traps started to hit me. Ah!
Don't worry about me. Destroy the trap first. You can do this.
I looked over and saw what she was talking about. Okay, I'll get us out of this. I continued to run down and use my radiated dash to move around the room, but the traps were still hitting me, causing me to take way too much damage. I was now at extremely low health, and my vision started to get blurry. Mom, I can't do it. I'm not gonna make it.
You can do it, my boy. I believe in you.
My mom's faith in me gave me the strength I needed. I can do this. With all the power I had left, I used my radiated dash to burst forward and ram into the trap, destroying it. Yes, I was able to break my mom out of her cage.
Good job, son. I'm so proud of you. I just wish I was there to protect you through all of this.
It's okay, Mom. Let's just get you out of here. On days 57 and 59, I went over and grabbed the nuclear coral, causing me to upgrade once again. I grew larger in size and could now shoot out a nuclear ray attack. Sick! From there, I held my mom back to the deck, and we both safely got into the water.
Thank you, my son.
Don't mention it, Mom. Now, come on, let's get out of here. But as we started to swim away,
Die, you stupid fish!
the drown shot out directly at my mother. No! I jumped in the way, taking the hit. Yeah! My green nuclear vision took over again, and I unleashed my new nuclear ray attack right back at the Drowned, taking him down. Ugh, whoa.
Oh, my son! What was that?
I'm not sure, but when I get really angry, I think I just hold it in. And after a while, I let out nuclear explosions.
That might just be the key, son. You can wipe out all of the Drowned in one nuclear blast.
Maybe. Come on, follow me. On days 60 to 63, the two of us made it safely back to base. I quickly built her a room in my home so we would have a place to rest.
Thank you, son. I'm so proud of the shark you have become.
Thank you, Mom. I'm glad you're back safe.
Me too, my boy. Now remember, learn to control that nuclear anger. You may need it.
I know. With that, I went over and placed a nuclear coral next to the others in my home, causing more of the ocean to radiate. All right.
Well, would you look at that? Just one more heart and you'll be able to face the Drowned leader.
Yeah, but I have no idea where the last coral could be. Just then, I felt a creeping chill run down my spine.
Who's there?
Appearing out of nowhere in front of us was a kraken spirit. Wah!
Ah, Mother of Neptune!
I mean you no harm, nuclear shark. I am here to be your guide.
What are you talking about?
I will be your guide to the final nuclear coral, which resides in the heart of the ocean's volcano.
On days 64 to 68, the kraken spirit led me across the ocean to a burning biome of crazy lava spires. Whoa, the nuclear coral is here?
Not quite. There is something you need to do first.
What do you mean?
This is the lava path, a parkour of death traps and burning lava. And at the top resides the key to the volcano's center.
And that will bring us to the coral?
Precisely.
Alright, here goes nothing then. I started the parkour as its hard jumps made it incredibly difficult. This place is rough! It was then that I heard something.
Intruder!
Huh? I turned around to see a group of lava bats were following me. Hi there? You wouldn't happen to be nice lava bats, right?
You don't belong! Help!
They all started to rush towards me. Not good! Ah! Can't we talk about this? But they weren't listening and were relentless in their pursuit. Some of them even cut me off around the corner. Yeah! Hey! I unleashed my new ray of nuclear energy at them, taking them down while replenishing my health at the same time. Cool. Not cool. On days 69 to 73, the lava bats flew in once again. I blasted at them, but more and more kept taking their place. Is there an end to these guys? I continued to fight my way through the parkour, but the lava bats' fiery hits slowed me down and brought me to low hearts. I thought I was done for, when suddenly I saw a flash of light. Hot debris came flying down over the bats, taking them out. What was that? I looked over and saw a little ghost axolotl materialize in front of me.
Hurry up! The key is at the top! You can't fail us!
I'm on it. I listened to the ghost and made my way to the top of the volcano. There in front of me was the key over a massive lake of lava. How am I gonna cross through this?
Don't be silly. Use your nuclear power.
Huh? I used my nuclear ray on the lava, which caused a stone pathway to rise up from it. Whoa. I made my way across the bridge and collected the key. Thanks, but who are you and why are you helping me?
I'm one of the creatures that died in the Drowned's purge of the ocean. This can't continue, and only you have what it takes to make things right. Now, don't delay. You have the key. Let's go to the heart of the volcano.
All right. On days 74 to 77, the ghost axolotl and I made our way to the gate of the volcano's heart. It slowly opened, revealing a long tunnel that brought us down into its core. That's the coral. We did it! I made my way towards it when suddenly a huge volcanic golem rose from the ground.
I am the protector of the heart of the volcano. You want this final coral? You must prove yourself worthy!
He charged in and blasted me with lava, knocking me back into the wall. Ah! I tried to fight back with all my nuclear abilities, but they hardly fazed him. How strong is this guy? As we fought, the chamber began to tremble, and the cave started to collapse. No, I have to hurry. As I said this, however, he blasted me back again, bringing me to low hearts.
Prove yourself worthy!
I was about to summon another blast when I noticed the ghost axolotl was about to be crushed by the collapsing chamber. No! I rushed over and knocked them out of the way, shielding them from the rocks.
Whoa! I could have died twice! Thank you, Shark.
You risked your own life to save an innocent creature. You have proven yourself worthy. You may have the coral.
On days 78 to 80, I made my way to the coral and began to upgrade one last time. I gained 5 more hearts and became the ultimate nuclear shark. Just then, my vision began to swirl as I was pulled into a vision. All around me were spirits of different sea creatures and the Kraken spirit from before. What's going on?
You have found the last coral and proven yourself worthy of becoming the new protector of the ocean. The Dreadful Drowned have forsaken their role as the protectors and did not clean the oceans, but turned to violence and murder of innocent creatures. As the new protector, you must do what they could not.
How do I do that?
You must use the power of all the corals on the ocean's altar to cleanse the oceans once and for all. However, it is currently occupied by the drowned.
Then I'll need to defeat them, or hopefully convince them to stop all of this nonsense.
Either way, the ocean's fate rests on you, young shark. Avenge us and save our home!
On days 81 to 85, I was back in the heart of the volcano with the golem and ghost axolotl. The chamber was shaking more than ever, and debris continuously fell from the ceiling.
Hey, you done with that coral, buddy? The volcano's gonna blow! We gotta get out of here!
Let's go! We made our way down the long tunnels as rocks fell to the left and right of us. Suddenly, lava began to swiftly pour into the tunnel from behind. No, if that catches up, we're done for.
Do not worry. I'll hold it off.
Are you sure? What if the tunnel collapses with you here?
This is my home. And if I can give a life to save the ocean's new protector, then so be it.
Thank you. I won't let you down. I hesitantly agreed and allowed the ghost axolotl to hop on my back while I sped ahead, using my newfound nuclear speed to rush us through the tunnels. Finally, we made it outside, right as it collapsed. The golem, he died saving us. I promise. I'll stop the drown and use the corals to cleanse the ocean. On days 86 to 90, the ghost axolotl and I were making our way back to our base.
Those drowned freaks aren't gonna know what hit them!
I hope so. Once we get back to the others, we can all finally end this once and... But before I could finish, a loud flash followed by cheering sounded off in the distance.
Yes, well done, my crew!
Oh no, the drowned! We followed where the noise came from, only to approach a coastline where the drowned army were all standing before their fearful drowned leader.
Men, due to the ongoing annoyance of the nuclear sea menace and its influence across our ocean, we have prepared to take the final step in purifying it permanently.
He turned around and pointed a cannon at both a nuclear and normal sea creature. With the swing of his fist, he fired it directly at them, not only blasting them, but dissolving their bodies to nothing but bones. Oh no, that's horrible.
The nuclear parasites have infested our seas and triumphed for far too long. Existence as they know it ends here. And if that means ridding the other sea creatures as well, so be it.
Sir, the altar is here. We can prepare for the final phase.
Yes, men, march as we finally cleanse our seas.
No, they're gonna get to the altar before we do. We need to head back to the base and warn the others. On days 91 and 94, I made it back to the shoreline with the ghost axolotl, and I began to quickly build them a new home before...
Actually, you should probably build that later. I'm dead, so I got time.
Right, sorry, I owe you one. From there, I immediately swam over and brought the final coral next to the others, as they all began to emit a powerful glow. Suddenly, I began to glow as well, as nuclear power charged up within me.
Koza, we heard a whole bunch of cannons in the distance. Is that them?
Yes, but don't worry. I got a plan. Everyone gather around. With that, all my friends and family stood before me as I began to explain to them what I discovered.
They can't kill everybody! They've gone mad!
They were already powerful enough taking out the nuclear sea creatures. With the rest of us, we'll be wiped out like nothing!
Just then, everyone began to worry, as all hope seemed to be lost. Listen up! They won't wipe us out unless we let them. So far, I've been through so much, and meeting you all along the way has helped me realize that. Regardless, if you're on land or at sea, we have a right to exist. I want the Drowned to see what they're doing is wrong, but if they don't, I say we show them what happens when you mess with our home. Everyone at first grew quiet, but then all quickly began to cheer.
Let's take back our ocean!
And let's take back our desert! I've been itching to sting some pirates!
What's the plan, sweetie?
Before I could speak, the corals then blasted with nuclear power straight into the sky, guiding a trail of radiation into the distance. This will lead us to the altar. All right, everyone, listen up and follow me. On days 95 to 99, with the guidance of the nuclear power above, we began to make our way to the altar. I could feel the energy of the nuclear corals growing as we got closer. But just before we did, look out! We all dodged a massive cannonball, nearly striking us all down. Whoa, is everyone all right?
Well, just in time.
The Drowned leader and his crew were all armed, ready to attack, as the other crew members set up their weapon in front of the altar.
I'm sincerely glad you could make it, fish. All my cannon needs are those crystal shards to power it up. Are you ready to hand them over to me?
Actually, I need you to step aside. The corruption you have spread throughout the ocean ends here.
Is that so? Well, if you want to get to this altar so badly, you'll have to get through us! Men, charge!
With one swing, the Drowned let out a warrior cry and began rushing towards us all. Everyone, follow my lead! We all ran towards the Drowned, and much to their surprise, we began to ruthlessly fight back.
Stop it!
Yes, we're doing it! While we were fighting, I turned towards the cannon and saw it was starting up. I gotta get to that altar!
We'll cover you!
My mom began to use her nuclear power to start blasting off Drowned. I used a nuclear blast myself to fly ahead and landed straight in front of the cannon. All right, let's do this. I charged up to destroy the cannon, but before I could, I was hit straight back. Yeah!
Let's get one thing straight, Shark. I'm going to take your corals, power my weapon, and cleanse the ocean of vermin like you!
On day 100, I was face to face with the Drowned leader. He looked furious, and I knew that if I didn't take him out now, my world would be finished. Listen, you don't have to do this.
Silence! I've dealt with your nuclear filth long enough. Time to die!
He rushed in and began to slash into me. The hits were pretty painful. However, I began to blast out nuclear energy, and it burned in his skin.
No matter. You're still no match for me!
He rained down his power onto me and managed to knock me down to low hearts. No, this can't be happening. Using my nuclear power, I blasted into the sky and landed on him with a powerful slash. I'm giving you one last chance. Stop this now.
No! Who do you think you are? You're nothing but a hazardous mistake! An experiment gone way too over his head! If only you understood how pathetic and weak you really are!
If that's the way you want to do this, then so be it. I charged up a nuclear blast and shot the cannon, blowing it up. I then stepped onto the altar, and when I did, my body began to charge up a mighty atomic explosion. It wiped out all the Drowned instantly, killing all the men and their leader.
No!
Yes, we did it! And with that, both the land and the sea were restored to normal, and we all could finally live in peace.